Hi team, we are the Two Fat Brokers. I am Barney from Dubai.
Hello, Ben from Abu Dhabi.
I feel like we're going down the rabbit hole of being really weird. So today we are going to talk about the rise of RAK, the Ras Al-Khaimah craze that has and is sweeping the UAE.
Grip to the nation.
Grip to the nation. Obviously, they've just become the first emirate to receive a gaming license. So really big news for Marjan Island. The Wynn Casino will be building a ginormous ginormous development there. I forget how big it is. So yeah, I mean, you know, obviously the fact that there's a gaming license now in the UAE aside, you know, what has that done to the real estate market there?
There's also one in Dubai, right? That was approved a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but Ras Al-Khaimah were the first.
They were the first. They were the first. Whole island, and then there's rumors that Abu Dhabi will get one as well, but location to be confirmed.
Fun.
Yeah, very interesting. And just, I think yesterday, it was on a slight tangent, but on a related note, Saudi Arabia.
Did you win the lottery?
You can now, as a diplomat, buy alcohol from a shop if you're a diplomat in Saudi Arabia. So all plus ça change in the Middle East.
Could you? Oh, you could buy alcohol in Saudi, right? But it was
never.
You could, but it was wildly expensive. No.
Nope. No, it's the first. So there's a diplomatic quarter, I think, and they're opening a bottle shop there. So if with your diplomatic
I wonder if it'll be more expensive than Dubai.
You'd expect so.
You might have to remortgage your house for a bottle of Jack Daniels,
possibly. But we digress. So the first gaming license was issued in Iraq, and what that has done has prompted a slew of, which I think is a technical word, a slew of launches.
Please stop saying slew.
How many other? What's a collection of launches called?
A legion.
A legion of launches. Well, they have been legion. Emaar, Ellington, Aldar, to name but a few, have launched off-plan projects on Marjan Island and its surrounds, I think.
Yep.
We're uniquely placed to talk about this because for 3 months every year for the last 5 years, our mother has the mothership.
She's one of our 2 viewers. She'll be watching this.
She comes to the UAE. She's going to land in a week and a half to avoid English winter, and she stays on Marjan Island in the Pacific Building. Is that what they call it?
Let's not give away her address.
Yeah, we're not going to give away her address.
Yes, Pacific.
And so we go up there a lot. We drive up Marjan Island, and right now, I think the last time we went there were maybe 3 hotels on it, but it's a massive island, completely empty virtually.
Last time last year, right?
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to the Double Tree brunch. That's pretty good. Other brunches are available.
No, there aren't. That's the only brunch. It's going to be amazing because, I mean, there will be people who have broken ground now, right, when we go up there.
Yeah.
We'll be going up there
there were a few under construction, but there were 3 hotels done, but only 1 residential.
Yeah, I mean, one of my clients has bought a lot of real estate there, you know, as soon as the news broke that this casino was going to be open. You know, there was a huge influx of investors. You know, one of my friends in Emirates Hills, he actually bought a piece of land a couple of days before the news broke.
Insider trading much?
I think it's just a good hunch.
Yeah, clever guy.
Good hunch. Yeah. But obviously, you know, going to make huge sums of money. You know, I don't know how much the real estate market will have gone up there, but you know, certainly a huge bounce on. Ready property would have gone up. I suppose all property would have gone up, right?
I haven't seen the bounce in ready property. I went up to Ras Al-Khaimah, I think, in 2019. We had a good connection with the sales manager of RAK Properties there for a while. They had a building down in Riemann, and we got the full tour, but they still had a lot of inventory then. It's been a struggle for them. 2 main developers there, RAK Properties and Al Hamra. It has been a struggle for them to sell, like actually everywhere in the UAE at that point. But I don't know how if they got the same bounce that Abu Dhabi and Dubai got from the COVID, and actually the world got. But certainly in Marjan, a huge amount of interest was developed just by this.
The hotels did very, very I did a lot. I don't want to say did very well, but did a lot of business when the Russia-Ukraine thing kicked off. When we went up there were a lot of Russians in the hotels.
But they've always, like you were saying earlier, pitched themselves as quite a tourism-friendly place to go. Many years ago, 10 years ago, we went to the banyan tree there.
Yes.
Which is a resort they have out in the desert. Very nice.
We also
resort.
Gemma and I went to the launch of it was the banyan tree then on the beach, Banyan Tree Beach. You used to have to get a little boat across the creek. But I mean, Ras Al-Khaimah has been going under a big rebrand for a few years now, right? They're kind of pitching themselves as the outdoorsy Emirates, with the zip lines and the wadi hikes and treks and off-roading and all of that kind of thing. So they're positioning themselves to scoop up their own sort of niche of tourists as well.
So then how does that translate to real estate? So Aldar launched 2 buildings, Nikki Beach and Rosso Bay, I think they're called. One of them was communal garden apartments, and the other one was a fully furnished, kind of fully kitted out to be Airbnb apartments. And I think that was clearly aimed at the people who might be going there to do a bit of gaming, because if you're an emirate, let's think that, and you're focused on tourism, you're going to attract employees, people who are going to work there, but it's not going to be a huge amount of people. So you're really going to get a focus that's going to be more on the Airbnb side.
This Wynn Casino is ginormous. It'll have huge amount, thousands and thousands of staff.
Yeah, but those staff are like, they won't be living on apartments on Merjan Island. They'll be living, somewhere more economical, I would imagine. So
Ajman.
Yeah, Ajman. Other Emirates are available. And so there will be obviously a massive Airbnb thing, but obviously people will also be launching hotels because they're expecting, this influx of tourism. How much, even a casino, how much can that really move the needle on real estate? Certainly it's the hype's massive.
I think also the fact that, as you just mentioned, alluded to, that Abu Dhabi is possibly going to get its gaming license. Dubai already has. All of a sudden, that great big cherry on the cake has been joined by 2 other big cherries.
And 2 other big cherries with international airports, like right there.
Yeah.
Whereas Ras Al-Khaimah maybe has an international airport, but it's not going to have the same kind of reach.
Microlights, maybe?
So you're really going to have to make the effort to go there. So is this just unfounded hype or something behind it? Certainly being first mover has given them a shot in the arm.
Yeah, what is it? It's the first in is the guy that makes, that is supposed to make the most amount of margin on it. I personally don't see it changing Ras Al-Khaimah as much as people initially thought. It is undoubtedly going to be an amazing casino. It is going to change the face of Ras Al-Khaimah. But is it something that is going to alter their economy drastically? Probably not. Can you build a whole island around one casino? I don't think so. It's going to take a lot more than just the casino, but maybe the casino is the shot in the arm that it needed.
Certainly it's galvanized the real estate market there, and obviously they probably had a bunch of plots that they couldn't sell. Hopefully they've sold them.
Can't imagine you can buy a plot on that island now.
Yeah. So a lot of people are seeing a lot in it, but when I first heard about it, I thought, okay, great, but it's one casino, so you're going to get some employees living there, but in the end, to really have like a booming real estate business, you need permanent residents, particularly the size of that blooming island.
You're going to have a battle of the casinos, aren't you? Because, there's going to be big business. And Abu Dhabi, if they get theirs, Dubai have theirs, Ras Al-Khaimah have theirs. Who's going to be the one to go to? With Vegas, you've got them all in one place, but these are going to be, hundreds of kilometers apart.
Dubai's got the infrastructure and the population.
Dubai's the best. Come to Dubai.
Dubai's going to be the best position, but perhaps people will want to go on a holiday to Ras Al-Khaimah from Dubai or from other places, and to Ras Al-Khaimah and take part. But to really move the real estate market, I don't really see it. There'll be a lot of hotels going up there to cater to that population. Your Airbnb will be pretty saturated. You're not going to have a massive population increase there, from the casino itself, where you can rent out a lot of apartments. I don't see the business case
around the casino. I mean, there isn't going
Some
to be much,
catering, yeah.
laundry,
Chip makers. I don't know.
chip make. Oh,
Yeah,
Deep
that's
fat
all I know.
fryers.
That's all I know about casinos. They use chips. Oh, nice. Yeah, and so there's a lot of hype, and it's an incredible stepping stone, I think, for the Emirate to embrace
for
something
sure.
like that. And same way, Saudis that embracing that stepping stone of their first alcohol shop in terms of opening up the economy and doing that extra to promote tourism. But I'm not sure tourism moves the needle on for real estate all that much. Business is better.
true.
Yeah.
True.
And it goes back to one of the other podcasts we had about golden visas, getting people in for 10 years, getting them to open their businesses here, getting them to stay here, invest in the country and be part of the UAE, not just kind of passing through.
So let's go back to the beginning of Dubai. Dubai was originally a pearl farming.
Not farming, diving. Farming was what the Japanese did.
Grew up around. So business was really the initial driver behind Dubai, and then it became holidaymakers. It became tourism, and then it's definitely now obviously leaned massively back into industry.
Industry, I mean, business more.
Business.
I mean, Abu Dhabi's making a push now for manufacturing. I don't know how competitive the UAE can be in that, but so Dubai's big one is Dubai ports, and obviously all the businesses in the free zones and stuff like that is what makes it money, and SALIC tolls and speeding fines and stuff like that, and real estate transfer fees. Those are the big drivers, which Dubai must be doing great out of,
and soon to be now corporate taxation.
Yeah, although I don't think we get billed for a year and a half, not till the middle of next year. So we're going to save some money
For corporate tax?
to pay our corporate tax. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because you'll calculate on the whole year, and then
Yeah.
you'll have 6 months to then pay it. So it won't be until middle of 2024 that we pay our first corporate
We
tax.
should do another podcast about tax. You'd love that. Boring.
So excited right now.
Sharpening his pencils.
Yeah.
So, going back to Ras Al-Khaimah, I think it is a huge shot in the arm for the real estate market, like you've said. Long term, it will be very good. I think the hype has been hyped. And let's see where they go from there. But congratulations, Ras Al-Khaimah.
Yeah, and hopefully they can use the proceeds and find invested in other stable sources of income and business, and try and build out that hub. I mean, RAK Free Zone has actually been competitively one of the most proactive in years, allowing you. I think it was the first one where you didn't have to have an office and you could just have a chair, like a virtual office and all that kind of stuff. Now there's a lot of competition out there now, but in the past, RAK's been a mover and shaker in that space. So hopefully,
Actually, to be honest with you, they've led the way in quite a lot of the
wasn't your wife a RAK Free Zone
she's a person.
lady, visa holder, something like that? When she was freelancing.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, when she had a design company. Yeah. She was. No, she was. Who's the company that set up companies for you? VirtuZone. She was VirtuZone, but then they put her her company in RAK.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, that has been our take on Ras Al-Khaimah, the rise of RAK. We have been two fat brokers. I have been Barney, still am Barney, from Dubai.
I still am Ben from Abu Dhabi.
Good to see. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Bye.